Hello and welcome back to CEO.CA's Inside the Boardroom. My name is James Petham and today I'm joined by Marco Roque, President, CEO and Director of Cassiar Gold. Marco, it's great to see you today.
It's a pleasure to be here, James. Thank you.
So could we kick things off with a quick elevator pitch? Tell us a bit more about Cassiar Gold.
Absolutely. So Cassiar Gold is a Canadian gold explorer focused on our flagship district, the Cassiar Gold District in northern British Columbia in Western Canada. This is a past-producing district-scale project that comes with most of the infrastructure that most projects can only wish for, such as a fully owned and permitted 300-ton per day mill, 17 portals, 25 kilometers of underground workings already in place, power and water access, as well as a 48-person camp. It comprises 590 square kilometers of opportunity that comes with the 2 Mines Act permits already in place, and it's led by a team of executives that discovered, built, operated, and sold mines all over the world. It already boasts 1.4 million ounce at 1.14 inferred mineral resource estimate at the Taurus deposit in a northern part of our property, and which is from early 2022, and it has a significant exploration upside around the Taurus deposit. That's number one. Number two, we have several bulk tonnage targets that have the potential to become as big, if not bigger, than the Taurus deposit. And then we also have several high-grade veins, underground veins, past producing, that are open, and we've been expanding quite successfully that mineralization along strike and down dip as well.
So thank you so much for that overview, Marco. Could you give us a sense of some of the work that was completed last year in 2023 and maybe some of the key drill results as well?
Sounds good. So last year, actually since our last resource update, mineral resource estimate from early 2022, we drilled just under 40,000 meters. Last year in 2023, we drilled 16,000 meters. Roughly half of that went towards the area where we have the mineral resource estimate at the Taurus deposit, with the objective of continue to expand the Taurus deposit, which remains open for expansion. At that area around the Taurus deposit, we've been successfully expanding mineralization in 3 main ways. We've been expanding laterally. This is a net surface deposit. We've been expanding laterally in many cases with mineralization from surface. We've also been expanding mineralization internal to the footprint of the deposit by infilling areas where there's too sparsely drilling, so there's no resource blocks. So basically areas with no drilling, expanding mineralization within the footprint of the deposit. And then we also have been expanding mineralization at depth. And a good example is we hit 23.6 meters at 4.19 grams per ton in gold, which is over 3 times the average grade of the resource. And this interception basically expanded mineralization below the pit constraint deposit as well. So the deposit, the Taurus deposit continues to grow, which is really what you want to see. In addition to the Taurus drilling, we also drilled and intersected gold-bearing quartz veins in all drilling we've done at Cassiar South. And also, interestingly, we hit 237 meters at 0.69 grams per ton in an area that is actually well known for this sheer high-grade veining. So that was a very interesting broad intercept, suggesting the potential for broader areas of mineralization there at Cassiar South. In addition to that, we also did some of the priority regional drilling. We drilled 2 drill holes at Lucky, 4 kilometers to the northwest of the Taurus deposit, and identified new gold-bearing quartz veins. And we also drilled 6 drill holes at New Coast, which is 2.5 kilometers south of Taurus. And all 6 holes encountered mineralization. They all mineralized. And the highlight there was 95 meters at 0.9 grams per ton gold. So this really confirms the potential for additional gold tonnage style mineralization with a lot of similarities to Taurus, which is quite exciting to see. So really, it has been reinforcing our targeting concepts and our vision of really a big system, a big district here at the Cassiar Gold project. In addition to that, we also did quite an extensive field campaign, 40 square kilometers of mapping, 3 square kilometers of a soil grid survey. The soil grid survey from the east of Taurus all the way to the Snow Creek target, which is 3 kilometers to the east of Taurus. And we also completed a 12 square kilometer IP survey. So, great results. We have new gold occurrences. We have a new target, the Yarrock target, where we found the grab sample of 9.8 grams per ton gold with visible gold as well. And we have also expanded mineralization at New Coast. The New Coast corridor now, which is 2.5 kilometers south of Taurus, now is a 3 kilometer east trending corridor. And also the hopeful target, which is roughly 250 meters south of Taurus, and really exciting to see, and really supports the thesis of a much larger system that is currently known at the Cassiar Gold District.
Thank you so much for that overview, and obviously lots of work undertaken over the last couple of years when you're in pursuit of a district scale play like Cassiar. You announced a private placement recently upsized to $5 million, led by insiders. Can you walk us through that process, and maybe more importantly, how will that money be put to use?
Absolutely. So it's been great. Like, we received a lot of interest on this finance, well in excess of the amount that we upsized for, really. And yeah, so in terms of the use, our goal really is to go back into the field. Actually, we'll be opening camp in a few weeks, and we'll start drilling in early June, which is quite exciting. So we're looking to drill 5,000 to 10,000 meters to continue to expand the areas immediately around the Taurus deposit, continue to expand other areas we've been drilling, like New Coast, and really try to see if we can advance with a focus on expansion again and discovery. We'll also continue to add to the field campaign, so we'll continue to expand our geological map. Last year, we've completed 40 square kilometers out of the 590, so we'll want to continue to do that, as well as the surface sample coverage as well, so we can map new prospects, structures, and continue to expand the soil coverage as well as potentially geophysics. IP highlighted quite well several structures last year. We want to expand the IP as well, and we also have the potential for VLF and drone mag, airborne drone mag, which is quite exciting, and we'll use an integrated approach to continue to drive expansion and discovery in this truly massive district.
Yeah, sounds like a very comprehensive work program plan for this year. It's been a couple of years since the last resource update. Is there any plans to put out an updated resource estimate this year, or are there any other milestones that you're looking to achieve in 2024?
Not immediately. At the moment, the Taurus deposit remains open for expansion, so we will continue to focus on growth, and we'll continue to expand the deposit, while we keep on hitting mineralization, which is really what you want to see. Perhaps after this drill campaign that we're going to be starting in a few weeks. In addition to that, we're also working on domaining mineralization and advancing metallurgical work at Taurus, which will eventually contribute to a next technical report update and resource updates. And following that, and this is quite forward-looking, we might also see a PEA, because we have quite an exciting project with a lot of infrastructure. So we're really looking forward to see how economic studies look like, given we have so much of the things that you're looking for. Also, another aspect into a resource update is gold continues to rise, so that will have also impact on the assumptions. So we're looking forward to continue to grow and expand the project and take advantage of the entire context, and maximize the value for our shareholders there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you touched on rising gold prices just then. It's been a strong start to the year. Why is now a good time for investors to be paying attention to the sector?
Well, the gold price has been rising massively, or quite aggressively. Like, it's quite a bit of an aggressive move in the gold price in the last few months, driven, you could give it a lot of reasons: geopolitics, inflation, indebtedness. it's quite a good, it's one of the best setups for gold and precious metals I've seen. And what's really interesting and attractive for I guess for investors in general is that the gold mining equities from the big producers all the way to the smaller juniors haven't really moved. So there's really a massive opportunity here because there's a significant mismatch between the gold price and the valuations of the equities. So I guess investors that might be looking at this sector right now, they have I guess a once in a lifetime opportunity to look at the sector that's been underowned, underloved, and we all know if you look at the previous cycles in this space, the returns can be truly massive. So things are at a deep discount, and eventually things will turn. The recent moving gold price in the last 6 months to the extent that we know, it's been largely driven by central bank buying. There's a lot of Asian retail as well buying. I think Western investors been kind of left out of the game, but it's never too late to come in. So I think this is a really significant opportunity, and one that can change the fortunes for a lot of people out there.
Well, Marco, thank you so much for joining us today. Sounds like an exciting year ahead for Cassiar. Looking forward to hearing more updates over the year to come.
Thank you so much, James. Pleasure to be here.